This is another one of the infamous rate and time problems. In this example, our two people are going to be going in opposite directions, but they're going to be traveling a combined distance together. As we read through the problem, we're going to highlight important information. Jane and Peter leave their homes traveling in opposite directions on a straight path. Peter drives 15 miles per hour faster than Jane. After 3 hours, they are 225 miles apart. I'm looking for both Jane's rate and Peter's rate, so this problem is going to have two answers. Now, since they're going in opposite directions, you cannot set the distances equal to each other. You have no idea how far Jane travels and how far Peter travels. You don't need to know that for this problem, though. You know that the formula for distance equals distance is rate times time. I know that my total distance is 225 miles. In that is going to include Jane's distance, and it's going to include Peter's distance. So we're going to add their two distances together. Each of them has a rate and a time. Now, all I know is that they both travel 3 hours, so I can say that both of these are going to be multiplied by 3. That's the time. The rates are different. Jane travels slower, so I'm going to use Jane's rate to be my R. So I'm going to let R equal Jane's rate. So Jane's half of the equation is pretty easy. It's just going to be 3 times R. Peter's rate is a little bit trickier. I know that Peter travels 15 miles per hour faster. So if I take Jane's rate and I add 15, I'm going to get Peter's rate. Okay? Now I have my equation. 3 times R will give me Jane's distance. 3 times R plus 15. 3 times R plus 15 will give me Peter's distance. Altogether, that equals 225 miles. So I'm going to rewrite my equation just so it's a little bit easier to see all the pieces. You start by distributing the 3 to both things in the parentheses, so it becomes 3R plus 45. That's equal to 3R. Combine like terms, 6R plus 45 equals 225. Subtract 45 from both sides. 225 minus 45 is 180. Divide both sides by 6. R equals 20, and since that R is Jane's rate, I know that Jane's rate is 20 miles per hour, and Peter's rate is 15 miles faster, so Peter's rate is 35 miles per hour.